can't help it. Be with no one but me.
Yo, yo, how are you guys? Yo. Today's video is going to be a little bit different because I am also clairaudient, and so the divine channeled a ton of messages today through music for me to share with y'all, okay? The decks I'm going to use are going to be very simple because these channel messages that I have are kind of long, okay? They channeled songs. It was like a conversation between the masculine and the feminine, and the divine made sure that I channeled these songs in order. That was the interesting part. So we're going to start first with the divine masculine's messages. No, actually, we're going to go back and forth. Let me see if I can remember how they did this, because I don't want anyone confused. Okay. And it was funny because the divine feminine's messages that she channeled through music, she didn't have much to say. It was just more like, boom, this what it is. And the masculine had more to say. Towards the end she did, but not in the beginning. So the first channel song for the divine masculine was Morris Day, Gigolo. Hold on one second, guys. About that, guys. Someone was at my door. But yeah, the first message, because I'm clairaudient. I don't know if I said it already. So that's another gift and another way that the divine speaks to me through music. Okay. And the first message was a song from Morris Day. It's called Gigolo. And the message for that to the divine feminine was basically he was admitting that he made mistakes, and he knew he crept around with other people or whatever he was doing. But he was saying this because he needed to get stimulation from other people because he didn't know how to give it to himself. And he thought by getting stimulation from other people, that would help him through his issues, so to speak. Okay? And then the next message song that he channeled was Usher Crash. And as I listened to the music, and by the way, when you listen to these messages, and if you actually listen to this music in the order that I'm giving you, you're going to realize that his emotions were all over the place in this music, okay? The next message was the song Crash by Usher. And in this song, he's basically talking about he wants to go further with her, but he's scared because he's scared it's gonna basically like a tower moment, it's gonna crash. So that message I received from there was his fear of intimacy and commitment. Okay, and then the next channel message was Boys to Men Human. Okay, it goes, I know I made mistakes. I am what I am. I'm only human, but don't take your love away from me. And then that message I received, he know he effed up and he's asking for forgiveness. Somewhere in there, because it was a while before the feminine started singing in her messages, and I believe it was the New Edition. After the New Edition song, the next song that was channeled was New Edition, Stay in the Rain. Okay, and that message through that was about the divine masculine's fear of being abandoned. Okay, then after that, the feminine stepped in with a song by Emile LaRue. And that song is speaking about all I got. And the message that stood out in there from the divine feminine, she goes, I have a love so deep in me, can't be stopped by any man. So she's proclaiming her self-love. Then after that, the divine feminine played a song by Faith Evans, Reason. Okay. And in that message, the divine feminine was saying, I want to love you. I do. And also she was saying, I do, but I also cannot take any, hurt from you, because that's not showing myself self-love. And that was her message in there. After that, the divine masculine went back to his messages and he played Prince, Diamonds and Pearls. And in that message, he was saying, I want to love you, learn to love you unconditionally. Okay. After that, we went to the divine feminine responded, and she went to Janet Jackson. If. Now, if you know the song If with Janet Jackson, it's a very sexual song. So you pretty much get the message after that, because she played that after after the divine masculine played the Prince song, Diamonds and Pearls, I Want to Learn to Love You Unconditionally. Then after that, the divine masculine went back to play. He went back and he played Sam Smith, Latch. Okay, I'm latching on to you. And in that message, he was saying, I realize now what I have in you. Then the divine feminine responded with Emile LaRue, Tell Me. And in that message, the divine feminine was saying, I'm here, I'm just waiting. That's what she's saying. And so somehow what went kind of left, and this is how I realized that this divine masculine, and this is how I realized how divine this was, because of the message that I have been receiving in a lot of my videos that's been channeled. The masculine went back to Boys to Men, Doing Just Fine. Okay, that's a song whereby the masculine is saying that basically the lady played games with his heart and she left him, she abandoned him, and then she tried to come back. So that is going back to the divine masculine's fear of abandonment, which, as you notice, as intense the messages were getting, you see how he went and reverted back to running again. Okay, so that is just referring back to his fear of abandonment and him trying to lie to himself to fight these emotions because they're intense. Okay, so those are the messages for that. Then he went again and he went to Nickelback, which is a rock band, and that is called Remind Me, that song. That message from the divine masculine was speaking of the mirroring that you guys are experiencing with one another in your emotions. Okay, because I also noticed the divine feminine, later on you'll hear in the songs that I have for her, she's also experiencing intense emotions because this connection is intense. And so after that, he goes back to his loving self. And no, I'm sorry, I apologize. The divine feminine responded with Tink Million. This is a song where she sampled Aaliyah's Your Love is a 1 in a million, but she like remixed it a little bit. So this is what she was saying to him. Like I said, a lot of her messages were just self-explanatory. And then after that, she went to excuse me. She went to Emile. No, she didn't. After that, the masculine responded back. And he went to a song called by Eric Roberson, Perfect Picture. And that was just his self-explanatory message to the divine femme. You just have to hear the song. Then after that, he went back again with his emotions all over the place, and he went to 112, Love You Like I Did. Okay? What I received in that message is basically his emotions all over the place. There's a cycle right now where some divine femmes, you're ending a cycle, from my understanding, and some of the connections are not going to make it, while some are, but some can make it. It's just really up to the divine femme if she can find it to forgive him in her heart to move forward. So that's why his emotions are all over the place energetically. All right. Then after that, there was a song from the Divine Feminine, and it was by Emile Sande, My Kind of Love. And she was responding to the Love You Like I Did, because in that song she's speaking about how her heart is devoted to him and how devoted to him she is, but she's not going to baby him, and she's not going to tolerate certain behaviors, okay, that don't show herself self-love and respond to the Love You Like I Did, because that is what he's experiencing. He's kind of experiencing like, I don't want to say like teenage boys emotions, when a teenage boy is all in love and he's just kind of like all over the place, and in those emotions he could come off kind of like controlling a little bit, because he's just not knowing how to control his emotions already. He's in love, so you know that's where that's coming from. And then after that, the Divine Mask responded back with John Legend, You and I. Okay, and I noticed in that song he spoke, he said like, tell those boys they're wasting their time. Stop standing in line because you're all mine. So it's like, for a lot of you, like I said, you're getting ready to end a cycle. And some of you are trying to decide if you're going to stay with your divine masculine or not, or you're going to go off with your soulmate. And he's picking up on it energetically. So these are the emotions that he's experiencing, and that's why in some of the songs he's basically like, you can go about your business, but that's not how he really really feels. Okay, and so he's lying to himself. And then there was messages that the divine played too. Okay, for the both of you. So I'm trying to make sure of that. So then after he played that John Legend song, all right, the Divine Feminine played, where is it? The Divine Feminine played Aaliyah Rock the Boat. Okay. Then after that, sorry, give me a second. After that, he played Drew Hill. And what was funny about the Drew Hill song, he played Give Me One Good Reason. Okay. The reason he played that, because the Divine Feminine, like I said earlier, she needs to heal right now from a past cycle that they went through that was very painful. And unfortunately, he is thinking about only his emotions, and he's all over the place. And with his fear of intimacy, abandonment, and trust issues, he's feeling like um, it's better for him to just like walk away than even try to work it out, because he's experiencing these intense emotions. Okay, so after that, after he got past that stage, the Divine stepped in and played some songs for the both of you. And the Divine played Kid, Good Time. Okay, he played that for the both of you. It's like a celebration song. And um in that message, he just is tired of pain and he just want to enjoy life with you, in that message. And okay, and then after that, the Divine Feminine, I'm trying to find the rest of it. Okay, that's after. I just want to make sure I'm doing this correctly. After that, the Divine Feminine played a song by Deborah Cox called Sentimental. And that message this message was actually a mirroring message because you both are feeling sentimental feelings, I'm hearing. But in this message, the Divine Feminine admits that in the past she was codependent due to her inner child issues, and it created a dynamic within herself not to trust herself. So then the Divine Masculine didn't trust himself in a relationship. However, it wasn't the Divine Feminine's fault, and this is what she's saying to herself. She had to go through a series of cycles to learn how to come out of that, okay? And that's the song that she played, and she was going through the emotions of that, of reminiscing on her codependency issues in the past and how it affected the dynamics of their relationship. But then she was also reminiscing on how she had to go through that because she had to learn how to get out of it. So that's also her emotional, back and forth of what she's going through in her emotions, okay? And then after that, the Divine Masculine played The Weekend, Earned It, okay? And in this song, he admitted about how he was used to being used by people, okay? And in this song, he also said that, like, he didn't like when people put expectations on relationships, and he liked the fact that in a situationship, if a person liked him for him, he was able to do things on his terms because no one put an expectation on him. So he was used to unconventional relationships. And in this message, the Divine was connecting to his fear of intimacy once again, abandonment, and trust issues. Also, as well, how he needs to be treated gently, okay, because of the fear of intimacy, the abandonment, and the trust issues, okay. Next, the Divine played Streets is Watching for the both of you, okay. This was a song the Divine played straight out, and in the song, the Divine was saying that some of you Divine Masculines, you have people watching you, okay. I wrote it down somewhere. Give me a second. Because it was so many messages I was like, I don't want to get overwhelmed, but I also don't want to miss these because these people need to hear this when I do this video because these were intense. But for the Streets is Watching part, for the both of you, this is Divine warning you that there are people aware of your connection and they don't want to see it come into manifestation. So that was the Divine's way of letting both of you know, like, besides you individually working on your own stuff and working through these wounds that you're working through, the Divine is asking you to stick together because you have people that don't want to see this connection come into union, okay? Because I was surprised to hear the Divine play The Streets is Watching, but again, I'm clairaudient and the music is played for me to understand exactly what's being said through the music, okay? And then after the Divine played their song for the both of you, the Masculine played, and I know a couple of people may not want to hear this, but it is what it is. He played R. Kelly, Forevermore. If you listen to the song, he's talking about basically he didn't think he would ever have a serious relationship. He didn't think that he would fall in love, and he was thanking the Divine for you, okay? Then after that, the Divine Feminine played Shantae Moore. And the name of that song is called I'm What You Need. And in that song, she did start talking. She goes, she always knew that you were her twin flame. She could see right through you. She felt and read you deeply the first time that y'all were around each other. And she also said that like that was a sign of her gifts. Like she started to understand, but she really didn't understand. But she knew like something was off. Like when she met you, the connection was so intense and it pulled on her so energetically that it gave her anxiety. Okay, so some of you gave y'all anxiety because y'all couldn't understand like why is this pulling on me like this? Like what is this going on? What is this all about? And she also said she knew that he was sent to her divinely, and she knew that she was sent to him divinely to love him. Also, too, I got another message that some of you can sing, you just haven't had the passion lately. That was also put out there. So, for that to be put out there, that's the divine saying to you, some of you divine femmes that can sing, that you need to start singing again. Okay? The next song that the divine, that was weird, y'all. My phone just cut off out of nowhere as I was talking. Nevertheless, the next song, the divine masculine played was by PM Dawn, called I'd Die Without You. Okay? That was the next song. And then the next song after that, was it Love Letter? Or was it Benny Siegel? No, it was Benny Siegel. The divine played Benny Siegel, Feel It in the Air. Okay? That's an intense song. That's a very spiritual song to me, for me. Okay? And in that message, some of you divine masculines have people in your circle that isn't for you. They use you like you're a puppet. You can feel it, but for some reason you've been denying it. The divine is saying, this is your sign. That was the message to give to you, okay? Then after that, the divine feminine played Shantae Moore, Love's Taking Over, okay? And in that message, the divine feminine was saying, you both are kind of scared, but she wants to take the risk because she knows that this love is protected. If you both allow, you're going to heal within this connection because that's the purpose. God put you both in each other's lives, so go show each other unconditional love. Actually, that was the divine talking to both of y'all through that song, okay? Because that's somebody talking to two people, okay? And then after that, the divine masculine played R. Kelly, Love Letter, okay? And that was a self-explanatory message too, all right? Did you get my call? Did you get my love letter? Did it touch your heart? This person's trying to reach out to you. After that, India Ari came on, Truth, okay? After that, the divine masculine went back to Prince, I Want to Be Your Lover. And in that song, Prince is talking about, like, I want to be your everything. I want to be your mama, your daddy, your sister, your cousin. I want to be everything, okay? In that song. Then, the divine masculine played The Weeknd, True Colors. And in that message, the divine masculine was saying to the divine feminine, I want to see who you really are. Like, express your true emotions and have the courage enough to accept his response after you express your true emotions, regardless if you get rejected or not. Okay? He was also expressing too to the divine feminine, he's going back to his fear of abandonment and his past partners wearing a mask, which taught him how to wear a mask, and it's also been difficult for him to keep up with you spiritually and ascending with you. Okay? He put that message out there to the divine feminine. Then the divine feminine ended the song, and I believe this was the feminine speaking, but I also think this was divine, with Monica, I'm Still Standing, and the angel number that was channeled for that was 733. Okay? So, now, after that, let's get to this reading. My phone has cut off, what, 2 times now? Okay? With those intense messages. So I kept the cards kind of simple because I knew with those messages, to get through all of that after the reading. But I have I feel good about this reading because it's a very passionate reading. It's obviously about love and twin flames. So we already know that's what we're getting ready to get due to those channeled messages. So let me just say some more. Like when I was hearing these messages, I thought I was in like a romantic novel. I did. It was so, I had a very exciting day because of that. I did. Thank y'all. I really appreciate it. Bring some more. It was a whole spiritual, clear audience conversation. And I was able to channel who was the femme, the mask, and the divine actually mediating and intervening between the two of you. It was an awesome experience, I swear. Let's see here. It's just funny because something did not want me to get those messages out there. So interesting. But I'm resilient, so, Holy Spirit, what messages do you have for me? Holy Spirit, what messages do you have for me? Holy Spirit, what messages do you have? Okay. I need these cards to fall, y'all. Please. I really do. We need these cards to fall. These are some major arcana cards, too. Damn. Jeez. I don't even know what to do. I really don't. Because there's so many. They didn't fall. They just kind of came out. And so I'm just going to pull them out. Wow. All right. Well, we have harmony here. We have transformation here. We have universe here. This is a lot of cards. We have solitude here. Oh my God, I want to be able to keep them all up. Is there any way I could pull this over so they could still see it? I'm going to try my best. I'm going to give it my best shot so that y'all can kind of get the vibe of what's going on. Okay? We have triumph here. I mean, the cards aren't matching songs, that's for sure. That is for sure. That is positively for sure. Some of you, this relationship is taking a positive turn, like a transformation. It's all how you look at it too. We have throat chakra here. Okay, that's upright. We have financial material changes. I'm gonna clarify that. I have love begins here, and I have conflict and defeat here. So because those are two very vast energies, I'm going to shuffle again to see what's going to end up at the bottom of the deck, okay? Wow, we got more cards, bro. Gosh, they is on 10. They brought out more cards. And they're more positive cards. I can't trip, but sheesh. We have awareness here. Dang. I mean, these are some major arcanas. We have victory and success. Someone's getting ready to receive some type of knowledge. And we have accelerated motion at the bottom of the deck. The universe has spoken. They speaking. I'm going to clear, and then we have this firm foundations. I'm going to clarify this. Financial and material changes, this crown chakra, and this firm foundations. Let's see what that's about. All right. But everything else is positive. Positive. From what I can read already with a major transformation like this, okay, this is like a spiritual ascension. This is major. You would need to go in solitude. There are some spiritual upgrades getting ready to happen, and there is going to be a need to spend some time in solitude. Okay, there is. That's why this crown chakra is in reverse. I said someone's getting ready to get some wisdom. And someone's getting ready to speak a truth as well. Someone's getting ready to speak a truth. I'm going to clarify who. I may be able to tell. It's this divine masculine. That's who it is. I don't even need to. I know who it is. It's this divine feminine getting ready to get this wisdom. But we're going to clarify. We're going to clarify. I'm just picking up the energies that I'm picking up, that I'm trying to. But first, let's clarify this financial and material changes. Let's see what that's about. Divine, can you please? All right, we got this 10 of Pentacles that fell out. A 9 of Pentacles. Okay, guys, sorry about that. The phone just cut off. All right. Wow. Okay, last I said we had this 9 of Pentacles. We have this 10 of Pentacles here. We have this Lovers here. And we have this 9 of Swords. This financial and material changes. The changes are positive. Some of you right now have been you've been having like this fear of finances, that lack mentality. And when you have that lack mentality, and it's this masculine. When you have that lack mentality, okay, you just keep attracting lack. But that's getting ready to take a transformational course. It may not be right away, but it is. You've been planting the wrong seeds. That's why. You've been planting the wrong seeds financially. That is why you're not reaping, because you have sowed the wrong seeds. But that's getting ready to change. Okay? Let's see about this crown chakra. Yeah, I said it earlier. This divine feminine is getting ready to receive some insight. Some of you are too scared to take a risk on this relationship. Okay, and you're stuck as to like what to do. And the divine is getting ready. You need to go within to figure out like what it is that you want to do, and you also need to go within so the divine can speak to you about what to do, because that is the issue. A lot of you are scared to take a risk, and because you're scared to take a risk, it's got you stuck. Okay, not moving forward in this connection because you're scared to take a risk on this. All right. And this, I understand why this firm foundation is in reverse. You both are experiencing not wanting to take a risk because of past things, and the divine wants you to come out the past. Like the divine wants you to get out of your past thoughts, the things that this person did to you in the past. The divine is assuring you a new cycle in this, okay? This was divinely guided. So whatever transpired between you two, the divine is asking you to take yourself out of those past negative thoughts. However, if you are in a situation where the divine is asking the both of you to come together and make this work, but then one or the other is still being toxic or abusive, the divine is also asking you to walk away. Goes either way. It's about the work that you both put in. Okay? All right? So let's see what else we have here. So many major arcanas that I don't know what else I'm going to get. All right, you got authority here. All right. I'm hearing for some of you divine masculines, you're kind of controlling. And the divine is asking you to lighten up on that. Okay, in this connection. Because the both of you, I honestly, realistically, the both of you've had your own wounds, your own things to heal. So, divine masculine, you being controlling in this connection doesn't help for, whatever this divine feminine has gone through, within this connection and within herself and her own self individually trying to heal. The divine is asking you to be more supportive. That's all the divine wants, is for the both of you to be supportive of each other. Okay? Neither one of you are above the other. Yes, the divine femme, you've awakened first, but you've awakened first for a reason. Okay? There's a reason for that. And the reason you've awakened before this masculine is because a lot of times when little boys get hurt, it depending on a lot of factors, it can be very difficult for them to believe in unconditional love. But a woman is stronger emotionally. Women have a type of strength, a nurturing strength, that there's so much that you can stand. And it's so funny that I just said that, because the song that the divine feminine channeled to the masculine earlier with Emile LaRue, and the name of the song was All I Got, she made it very clear. Got a love so deep in me, can't be broken by any man. Okay? So that's why the divine feminine awakens first. Now, no, the divine feminine is not supposed to pull this weight on her own, because she's not a masculine either. Okay? She still needs to be nurtured, as well as she needs to nurture herself, as well as nurture someone else. But the law of reciprocity in the universe, and the law of balance, and the law of karma ask for a 50-50, basically. No one is greater than the other. Okay? So divine masculine, the universe is just asking you to stop being so controlling and stubborn. You see how this person's hands is folded? Because essentially you block your own ascension in a way with that type of energy. Okay? You're basically telling the divine you know it all to someone who created you. And when you have that type of energy with the divine, they will allow you to go ahead and run amok on yourself. Okay? Because they feel like that's the only way a person like that with that kind of energy will learn, is what I'm hearing. Oh my goodness. The hell? And they got a lot to say to here. We got this Empress. They brought out the Emperor and the Empress. That number 4 is the Emperor I just had. This is the Empress, okay? The nurturing one. All right? Divine Feminine, this is a message to you to just stay your nurturing self. Don't, regardless of what is happening now or what will happen in the next few days, weeks, or months, because I did also receive a message that there will be things occurring within this situation within the next few days, the next few weeks, and the next few months. Stay your nurturing self, stay nurturing others, and nurture this connection as much as you can, okay? That's what I'm hearing. I also have hope here. So the divine is telling both of you to have hope, okay? I have mental conflict here, patience and planning. This is 7 of Pentacles. So this is, planting the right seeds. I have this discontent and boredom here, this mental conflict, and this wisdom sideways. So I'm going to clarify that. Trapped in fear is at the bottom of the deck in reverse. Someone's feeling some type of way. Someone's feeling like 4 cups energy. Someone's feeling like it's not enough. And the energy I'm already picking up is this divine masculine. It's feeling like it's not enough. But that just goes back to the divine masculine's finances are not looking that great. But that's because they were planting the wrong seeds and the wrong things. Okay, so it's just one of those things now where you know, divine masculine, you have to look at what you created. You have to look at the fact that you did that. So that's why you feel the way you feel. And once you take accountability and you look at that like, dang, that's what I did, and you change your attitude about it and switch your mind into an abundant mindset, that's why they're promising you the 9 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles, and the Lover's card. Because you know you were planting the wrong seeds and things. Yeah, you're heartbroken. Okay? You're heartbroken. That's where this discontent and boredom card is coming from. Okay? But all you have to do is just put some effort into your passions. If your passions are this divine feminine, put effort into it. Okay? Where is this card that the divine brought out? That's why they said patience and planning. The divine is telling you, divine masculine, to sow some new seeds. And another message that I had, it was one of my divine masculine videos where it was just strictly for the divine masculine. The divine was speaking to you with the same card. Sow some new seeds. Plant some new seeds in fertile ground. The Empress is the birth, the creator, the fertile ground, the nurturer. That is the message to you. And you won't come out like this. And the reason you won't come out like this, because that is your person. That is the person that God sent for you. There's going to be a lot of blessings that come with this connection. Okay? From the divine. Nothing's going to be able to stop that. Nothing. All right? Is what I'm hearing. All right, what's going on with this mental conflict? All right. This again is the divine masculine, this mental conflict. He's just going through a transformation. Outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. This person is a very logical person. They stay in their head a lot. They're always thinking in their mind. This is been one of your struggles spiritually. You stay in your head, you think in your mind a lot instead of going straight to the source, instead of going straight to God. You actually confuse yourself this way, okay? You stay confusing yourself this way, and you keep being asked to come to the divine, but you're not listening. And they bringing it home with this wisdom card sideways, because that is the indication of the Hierophant, which is the match to the High Priestess. In tarot, the High Priestess, the feminine, that is the person that has that's the connect source with God. Like, she has the connect, she knows. This is the person that the divine masculine that would have the connect source to God. That's why it's sideways. But again, this is going through a transformation. Okay? So my advice to you, masculine, while this is going through a transformation, to get closer to God so that you can allow this transformation to come in smoothly and you can allow this new positive energy. These things that you're feeling now, these are outdated energies. These are energies that, you're feeling that need to go away. But you're feeling them right now so that you can understand what it feels like, so that you can gracefully release them and look into something new coming, new positive energy, okay? And the way this can assist you is getting closer to God, praying more, meditating more, writing more positive affirmations, forgiving, letting go of the old past hurts and the negativity, okay? Let's get a card for the outcome, y'all. Let's get, because I really have positive thoughts about this. So I'm going to get a card for the outcome, and we're going to close it up out of here, because I feel like they brought out all the cards to channel those songs that were very positive. Yes, there were a lot of intense emotions and kind of all over the place, but when you there was something that I wrote down, okay, in regards to that, right? I wrote it down, and I want to read it to you guys so you can really understand. I channeled that too. Let me find it for you. All right, this is what I was guided to write down when I started to receive all these messages, and I saw how, the both of the divine femme and the masculine were experiencing things. And I also was told guardian angel Amabel is the guardian angel of negative thoughts and psychic attacks, and also the guardian angel of harmony and friendship. So if you're experiencing any sadness or negative thoughts, please call on guardian angel Amabel. These are the things I was told to channel to you guys. Now, it can be overwhelming to attract in the divine partner destined for you. The energy can be really intense. That's where the anxiety comes in, equals fear. You have to transmute that, because your higher self wants what the divine is bringing in, okay? Hence the songs that the masculine were playing, his higher self, and the songs that the divine feminine's higher self was playing, okay? Your higher self wants that, but your lower energy, which is you, this material, can experience anxiety, actually bringing something like that in, getting ready to manifest that, okay? Let me bring it back. It can be overwhelming to attract in the divine partner destined for you. The energy can be really intense. That's where the anxiety comes in, equals fear. You have to transmute that, because your higher self wants the divine partner, but your fear will try to lower your vibration. And that's where the mind starts to create excuses, okay? The mind is a trap when stuck in negativity. That's where the karmic energy comes in, and other influences come in to try to block and stop this, because they know the abundance of blessings that come with this, okay? That's why the divine played "The Streets is Watching." That was a message for both of you, all right? And I was told to say that on here. Like, I got hit with a lot of messages today, and I had to manage all of that. But like I said, it was a beautiful experience. This is beautiful. It really is. A lot of praying. A lot of praying. Oh, this card flew out. You must have saw it on camera. Okay. Engagement. Wow. They flew that out of there. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. There it is. That's it. I was shuffling and that card flew out. So, this was in the past. Codependency, addictions are affecting your love life. They made sure it was at the bottom. And I said, some of the energy that you guys are feeling right now, like the negative energy, that's because you're going through a transformation. So you're mourning those old feelings, but don't hold on to them. Do not count that as your reality as present right now. Count it as present as something that, okay, I'm aware of it, I acknowledge it, move on, Let's go. It's time to move in on something new. That is why this is at the bottom now, and this is at the top. They made sure that card flew out here. It was like this when I shuffled, but it flew out of my deck. Okay, it's for a reason. This is getting ready to take a whole new turn. I said there were some major icons that they brought out here. Okay, I want to get another card just because this is so beautiful. I don't want to end this reading it. Like, I noticed, you see how my sage just went ham? You see this? It just went ham. At first it was normal, and then look what happened. Wow. Listen, y'all, I want to encourage y'all, get into that positive mindset, because this is a blessing coming your way. All right? Like I said, it could be a few days, few weeks, few months. All you need to know that it's coming. It's already been manifested in the spiritual realm, and it just needs to manifest materially. And all you got to do is believe. That's all you got to do, and keep a positive mindset, and be nice to each other, and really mean it, and be sincere, not just playing with each other. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let me get a few cards for my tea. This is my tea fortune deck. I like this. These little cards. It'll be fun. Oh, my sage is on 10. Wow. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. Wow. Uh-oh. Okay. I think that's a sign, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Peace, love, and light. This is beautiful. Please, please, please allow this energy in your life. You won't regret it. Okay? I'm already happy for a lot of you. Deuces. Okay, guys. I had stopped the video because, like, you saw what happened with my sage. And earlier in the video, it didn't turn up like that. It didn't start turning up until, I don't know. It's like it felt like the more positive I got, the more it started turning up. So I looked at that as my way of the divine protecting me, because that was a lot. You see how now the room is really smoky? So I just wanted to come back because I just didn't want to continue the video with my smoke alarm going off, okay? But I felt like I needed to still give you guys some more messages. So we left off with the engagement and the boot. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals, okay? Somebody want to know, someone's going to want to know, like, who are you talking about specifically? So let's see. It could be the both of you, actually. I mean, this is a team effort, so. The Tower. Increase your efforts. They talking about this masculine, because then the Emperor is at the bottom of the deck. The Divine is talking to you because increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. And they brought out the Tower card. And then after this Emperor card in reverse, they have this Death in reverse card here. They're saying that to you so you could be victorious, because this is a spiritual thing. When they say increase your efforts, they mean like put more effort into your spirituality if you want to accomplish your goals. So I had to clarify that because someone asked, and that was for the Divine Mass. All right. The Divine is saying, like I was saying earlier, pray more, meditate more, ask more questions, get more curious, get more involved spiritually. This is what the Divine is saying. That is going to help you bring in this Tower moment and this rebirth, because this is what the Divine is offering. This is what's on the table. Okay? Spiritual prosperity and material prosperity. But the Divine is saying that you need to bring in this Tower moment. By bringing in this Tower moment, you would need to release these past thoughts that you're having, because the energy you're feeling right now is past energy. This is a cycle you're ending. So you had to go through this, okay? And acknowledging the emotions, okay? Acknowledging the emotions, taking accountability for whatever part you played, and releasing the emotions with unconditional love and light, no anger. Even if you have a hard time doing that, that's okay emotionally. You ask for the divine's help, and they're going to see you through. That's why they're bringing this out. This is what you need to do to bring in this tower moment. Once you bring in this tower moment, you experience a death and then a rebirth. Okay? Then this emperor will be upright. All these will be upright. But you need to put in more effort, they're saying. Once again, there was a video I did in regards to the divine masculine. They brought out that message that this divine masculine needs to put in more effort spiritually. Okay? So that was the clarification for that divine mass. Alright? I feel like that was that karmic energy that don't want me to get these messages out, because the divine femme, you know where you're at spiritually. Okay? Regardless of what you're going through. And this is not to put the masculine down. Okay? We are aware that those karmic energies and those karmic energies that they came across in the past don't want them to ascend. They want them to stay right there so that karmic energy can stay using on and sucking on and their energy and feeding off their energy. Okay? So the attack really is more so on this divine mass, because feminine, you are evolving, you're connected. So there's not really much that they can do with you, but try to increase on your fears, try to play on your fears, try to manipulate on your fears. And one of the ways they could try to do that is through this. But you have already come through that. You have already passed that cycle where you no longer allow this to play on your fears. Okay, because at first that's what the energy was doing. It was playing on your fears in regards to your divine mass. Okay, to keep your vibration low. But you have surpassed that point. Or some of you are going to be surpassing that point. And if some of you aren't, I encourage you to, because that is how it keeps you stuck. Okay? You have to build up a resilience. And so now the attack is going to be on him. At first the attack was on both of you. One of you grew stronger. The attack is going to be on him. So the divine is asking you, masculine, to get stronger. And the way you get stronger is by depending on the divine. In the past, you try to depend on yourself, okay? And they allowed you to do that so that you can see now where that led you. And hopefully you've learned a lesson, because this cycle is closing. It's a new cycle. The divine wants you to plant new seeds. That's why they made a point to bring this card out with this Empress. And there was another card they brought out when I shuffled again. They brought it out with this Empress and this victory and success. And this they brought it out with this content and boredom, but I clarified that early for the divine mass and that mental conflict for the divine mass. And you having that discontent and boredom and that mental conflict because, again, you sowed the wrong seeds before. Now they're saying sow the correct seeds. And some of you, too, they're telling you to stop being so defensive. Okay? Just calm your defenses. That's why the Seven of Wands is in reverse. If it was upright, there would be a need to be defensive. But some of you, they're saying, stop being so defensive. That was a message for some of you. Because that's not getting you anywhere in this. Because you're actually supposed to help each other and be fighting together, not against each other. All right. Something about July. Like I said earlier, I said they channel a few days, a few months, a few weeks, and a few months. They told me. And this July card, for some of you, you're going to get engaged in July. Okay? But not if this is not worked through the correct way. The godly way. The divine way. Warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. So let's go ahead and clarify that. And then we're going to end this reading after one more card. some of you are getting engaged in July, or some of you just, like, this connection will start to, it's going to start getting better anyway soon, but it'll be like way better in July. And then some of you are just going to get engaged in July. Okay. Ooh. All right. What was that fell? Two of Pentacles. All right. One of you a problem in the near future. They're just wanting to make sure that you maintain balance in your life so that you don't lose out on this new beginning. Okay? Like, keep the self-deception at bay. Keep the lying at bay. Keep all that at bay. Self-deception, deceiving others, lying to others. There's a need for complete honesty, and not even in just this connection, in your walk of life, from now into through ever. Okay? Because if not, you are going to have a problem in the near future. All right? Let's have one more card, and then I'm done. Because I already had to do this video on a separate phone. Because my other phone, I don't know. It's weird. And I hope it turns out right. Okay. It says problems to be resolved. Problem is it came out in reverse though. I'm going to use another card for that. And another deck for that. They want me to get one more card after this, Lord. Someone is still discontrolling for this emperor. Okay? They're making it clear like these problems won't get resolved if this divine masculine is still trying to be controlling. Because then that's going to create a blockage. That's why there's a need for you to go within. I'm going to pull another card. Because they're serious. They're saying basically, divine masculine, if you don't get a hold of your control issues, this relationship is going to be over and there's not going to be any second chances, because they're going to advise this divine feminine to walk away. They're probably already going to have like somebody already set up for her waiting. Okay? That's why with some of this is going to be days, weeks, or months, because this has to go through a cycle to see. The divine is testing. Okay? This has to go through a cycle to see, masculine, if you're actually going to do what it is you say you want to do. You've been to the divine and you've been asking for assistance. Well, this is your opportunity. All right? I've already done a video that stated, like, I could tell with some divine masks, they didn't come through with what they said they were going to do. Okay? And so the divine responded. In that video, there were some messages for you. Well, this is it if you don't come through like you said you were going to come through. One more card, and I want to end this because this is intense. This is really intense. Like, intense. It's been intense all day. All right. Tower. Solid foundation. Success with effort. So, divine mass and divine femme. This is divine's way of telling you, if y'all just put in the needed effort, because they're going to help the both of you and pull this through, you're going to be successful. All right. I am sorry for the smokiness. This was a wild reading. However, with all this positivity and these major iconic cards and this major transformation to bring this into divine union, I understand why that smoke did what it did. I get it, okay? This the karmic energy doesn't want to see this, guys, all right? But you should have no fear. You know why? Because you're divinely protected and divinely guided. And all you need to focus on is the fact that you are divine. That's it. That other stuff don't matter. And when you're feeling a little icky, don't blame it on each other. Because you got to remember there are other forces involved. That's why the divine is asking you to lean heavily on the divine. All right? That's all you need to do. All right? Love, light, and peace. Love you.